Good morning. This is Dr. Shalona McFarland from the Philippines, and I have had a lot of people asking me about shoulder exercises recently. So I'm going to be doing a little demo on some different shoulder exercises to help with shoulder issues. Now, if you're having true frozen shoulder, which means it's frozen, it's in the name, you can't, this is not frozen shoulder. This is frozen. It like can't move, right? Okay. So if you're actually having true frozen shoulder, some of the different exercises you can do to start to get it moving again. You can do a wall climb with your fingers, just walking up the wall just like that. And it's fairly passive. So you're working it up and you kind of lean in as you go, controlled, so that you can actually start to stretch it out again, okay? You can also do, if you've got some range of motion, you can do wall angels this way, okay? And basically, I can't do it here because this isn't actually a wall, it's just a block. You want your elbows and your wrists on the wall, so you're really opened up. Your back is flat, your head's against the wall, and you're going to come up as far as you can with everything still on the wall. If that's too hard, you can turn and face the wall this way. Okay, either one works. You'll probably, if you're really stuck, you'll probably have to start facing the wall and start just working your way up and just getting some range of motion in there. Something else you can do that's pretty easy, you can get, this is just a spray bottle, but like a can of soup, something you got in your house, a 1 pound weight, something like that. And you're going to bend over and, excuse me, as if there's a counter or something here helping your other to support you, okay? You're going to just relax this arm completely. And you're going to, with your body, start to make it do circles. And you're going to go from small circle to big circle, and then back down, and see, this is completely passive. And then we're going to take it the other way. So my body is making this move, not my arm. Okay? So that will help start loosening up the joint itself. Now, you can also, oh wait, before I do that, some opening exercises for the shoulders. Okay, you got a doorway. Now you don't want to do these like this, where you're leaning through, because if you have something that's ready to tear and you happen to slip, you will absolutely tear it. So you want 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, arms on the doorway, and you're going to press forward. Head stays upright. You don't want the head out here. See how that just collapsed everything? Now that's going to injure this area. So stay stacked. Keep your chest lifted, your head straight, and you're going to press forward, okay? Now, with this one in the doorway, you're going to do a high press, which gets the lower pecs, a middle press, which gets the middle pecs, and a low press, which gets the upper pecs. All of these you want to do 5 to 10 second hold, release, 5 to 10 repetitions, release, both sides if applicable, okay? Because if you're having troubles with one shoulder, you still want to do the other shoulder because you don't want to get jealous and deciding it wants to do the same thing. Okay, now a few other things you can do. I'm going to turn you this way. There we go. Resistance bands. Oh, before I do that, another passive stretch you can do. Okay, I'm just going to hang this one here, relaxed. Okay, I'm pretending like this is my injured shoulder. Okay, you're going to, I don't know if I can make this slide. Yeah, you're going to slide this one up like that, completely passive. Okay, this is rubber, so it doesn't slide very well, but you get the idea. So you're going to pull it up with your good arm, just like that, okay? And so you can take a belt, a rope, anything over. We happen to have these handy dandy little bars everywhere here, but somewhere in your house, you can do that as well. Okay, now back to what I was going to show you. The resistance bands. You can get these on Amazon, you can get them on Lazada if you're in the Philippines, and they're pretty inexpensive, but there's a lot you can do with these. This happens to be my solid surface. You can have a solid surface on the wall, a doorknob, anything like that, and any of those will work. A hard bed frame that, like, you're not going to drag the bed with you. Okay, so first one you can do is a triceps. You're going to come straight down. Do it with this arm. Okay, you're going to pull straight down, and you have to control it. Don't let that happen. Okay, control the whole motion so that you don't injure your arm. Okay, this is a light band. There's light, medium, heavy. There's all sorts of different ones that you can get. And this is just an example of some of the things you can do. But this is a great way to start building strength back up in an injured area, okay? You can also do straight out adduction, just like that. There you go. You can basically get creative with these, but you can step on this. So I'm stepping on it, okay? And you can do bicep curls. Again, keeping it controlled, don't let that happen. Keep this whole motion controlled, and that's going to help keep your muscles and your joints protected, okay? You can step on it with both feet. That might be easier. Make sure the tension is the same, so you might have to adjust your hands a little bit, okay? Other ones you can do if you hook onto, say, a doorknob, okay? You can do internal rotation along with the door moving. Whee! Okay? And you can do external rotation. Okay? So whenever you do any of these, you have to make sure your core is engaged and you're standing up tall. So again, the first muscle engaged when you lift your arm is your core. So if your core is not engaged, you're more likely to injure yourself. Okay? So that's another one. You want to take your arm through the entire range of motion, forwards, backwards, internal, external rotation, flexion, extension, all of them. And they can all be done with resistance bands. You can take it forward. You can take it out to the side. Okay, and you might have to use a shorter lever. I do this all the time. So my connection point to the band is the floor. You might not be able to do it that way. You might have to connect it to something shorter, like this is the table I just connected it to. Okay, so you can connect it to whatever works for you. Doorknobs work really well, especially closed doors. But those are a few of the different exercises you can do. You can do all of them with it hanging, but you just have to get real creative in how you're doing them. You have to bend, and so that's another way you can do it. You can bend over this way and take them down, and that's going to get a different range of motion. That's also a way you can stretch out a shoulder that's locked up. You can start getting back, and you slowly just hang on, and as you bend, it's going to take your arm with it, and it will eventually get it to where you can stretch that arm again. Okay? So that was a lot, but those are some of the basic exercises. The walking up the wall, the doorway. You can also do a stretch this way, wherever your arm is. And again, I'm twisting from the hips. It's very controlled. It's not, don't ever do this kind of thing. That came out in the 80s and it tore up more muscles and joints than I can tell you. So don't bounce it, stretch it, a solid stretch, okay? All right, hopefully that gives you some good information on how to stretch and strengthen the shoulders a little bit, and how to rehab them after you've had an injury. And of course, get adjusted. If you want that process to go faster and your body to comprehend what's going on quicker, then get adjusted throughout this process, and that will help you heal faster. All righty, guys. God bless. Talk to you next time. Bye.